Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to the first Wednesday Starfleet Command stream we had in quite some time. Last week's stream was cancelled because of the time cut, but actually we did have a stream which is out of the time cut. And I don't remember what happened the week before, maybe we actually had it on time. But we're trying to get back on schedule, especially because this is our second year anniversary, so we may as well have a little bit of fun with it. So let's continue where we left off on Sunday, actually, because that was the last stream that we had. We're continuing to aggressively go after the Klingons and take them over as the Federation, because we're breaking up already into the stream. That's what it goes through. Let's try that. According to my instruments, it seems to be a bit better on this side. How about for you guys? Are we still breaking up now? Starting right off on the best of feet, let me tell you. So as soon as I get an okay, we're just going to continue along through, but gotta make sure that everybody sounds nice and happy again. There we go. Alrighty, so hello Rimmer, hello Laurendell, glad to have you with us. So yeah, we're about to get ready to get started on knocking out the Klingons. Got to quickly check through a couple of things, make sure that we're fully equipped for combat and battle. We're sitting at 88,758 prestige, which puts us pretty close to battleship levels. Is the BBX out yet? Not quite. When will the BBXs be out? It is, what year now? 2287, about 3 years away before BBXs. Yeah. I'm not really sure that I want to spend that much on a BBX. Maybe just pick up a BBJ. Well, maybe later. Let's, we are fully kitted out and set to go with missiles, shuttles, and all the extra stuff, so let's just continue to attack. So we're going to drift down, continue to clean up this little group down here to the south. Already, we apparently have shoved the line forward, so doing pretty well there. Alright. So, we're going to be streaming for about 2 hours, as is our norm. And, yeah. Let's just sort of sit back, relax, have some biscuits, and, enjoy it. How's everybody been enjoying the week so far? Have been having a good time with sort of the second anniversary week celebration? I was trying to figure out what was a good way to celebrate it. Sprogue suggested lots of live streams, and I did not have the time for that. So, hello, you forgot to announce the stream on Discord. Oh, good point. Would somebody like to do that for me? Because I'm not sure I can open up Discord while playing Starfleet Command. Well, I can. The way that I have to capture this is to not use the game capture function on OBS. It has to capture the display. I don't quite know why, but that's the way that things work. So if somebody wants to mention on Discord, or I could try and reach over here and grab this. Let's try and set that up. Well, the Discord will let you know afterwards. The Discord will tell you in case that's going on. Let me quickly set this up, and we'll go Starfleet Command at everyone. Starfleet Command stream is now. Parentheses, that's not a parentheses, that is in fact a star. There we go, announced to the Discord. Alrighty, so let's actually figure out what it is we're actually getting involved with. A single heavy cruiser off in the distance. I thought it was a DWD. It is a DWD, with it's basically a D5 with an extra nacelle in the middle. Not quite certain what sort of other changes occur when it goes to a DWD. Not really sure I care either. So let's go set up our electronic countermeasure so we can actually deal with how much he's pumping out to try and fight us with that one. And, yeah, we'll get right on top of him and we'll nail him. Set a probe. It does cost us a point of power, and we are rather close to actually pull that off. He's a drone cruiser. Okay, we don't want to get too close to that. So he will be equipped with slow-ish missiles, so we shouldn't have too much trouble with that, but we're about to find out. Photon torpedoes are set to normal mode. We're going to do a somewhat longish range shot before we break away. I don't want to get too close to him with all the missiles. And that'll be it. And phasers. And we got a bit of a penetration on there, so his forward shields are down. He's about to do the most annoying tactic in the universe. There's not a whole heck of a lot we can do about it. But if we stay sort of at high speed and keep away from him, he won't be able to actually stop us from, well, doing everything that we want to him. So we'll continue to come around, extend the range out a little bit. His phaser armament is not exactly great. He's only got 2 phaser 1s and then 4 phaser 2s. The 4 phaser 2s can back that up kind of okay, so long as he keeps it close. And then those 2 phaser 3s, well, they're point defense only anyway. But the missile launchers are what we really got to worry about, and really we don't actually have to worry about how much these missile launchers can do, because they're equipped with slow missiles, so he can't nail us with them anyway. So we'll just be able to hold the range nice and long, drift away from him, wait for our photon torpedoes to charge, and then just drift in, blast him in the face again, since we've already knocked down his forward shield, and then drift out again. Says he will only fire those missiles should he get a good angle, and we're just going to make sure that he doesn't get one. So hanging out here sort of at speed, make sure that he's not able to quite connect with us. As long as we stay at this distance, his phaser 1s even won't be able to probably touch us. Okay, 3 of the 4 photon torpedoes are ready, so let's turn on in, because by the time we actually make it into range, the 4th one should be prepared to go. This would be a good reason to have a New Jersey class with us. Really tempted to buy it. I mean, it's a great battle cruiser. In terms of firepower, probably the best one that the Federation gets. Yeah, the Bismarck technically does more damage with the F-type plasma torpedoes, but really, you want the BCJ just for flexibility. Alright, come on in nice and close. Actually, let's do that just to sort of promote you coming in nice and close. And give me the bow shot, give me the bow shot. There it is. Okay. Alright, quite a few hits on that one, and this should allow us to actually retire from this pass without him being able to beam onto us. Only he might be able to do it, actually, because it shuts off right about now. There it goes. And okay, we were able to actually pull out of transporter range, so he's not going to be able to mine us. So we'll just pull directly away once again, and just steadily, bit by bit, cut him to pieces. Unfortunately, we weren't able to knock out that anti-missile defense system. Because it's still up, our missiles really don't do a whole heck of a lot. Really, the only point was to try and goad out that wild weasel, or to make him shoot it down with his phasers. Because that's a B-rack? Actually, no, B-rack has a semi-decent chance of actually being able to shoot down all the missiles. So again, opening the range up, just playing to our strengths and advantages. We'll drop down speed a little bit and increase the speed of time. As long as we're going to hang out here, there's no real point to just trundling along at low speed. Already he's lost quite a bit of power, it's pretty clear. So wait for half our photon torpedoes to reset, and then we'll come right back in on him. And he will regret ever being born. Okay, I'm actually going to go and slow down the speed of time for just a sec as we re-rig the shields, because I want this and this to be reinforced. Hello, Thornbush. Welcome to the stream. Going to hang out for a little while with us. Yeah, we're going to be streaming for about 2 hours. So, hang out for as long as you can. That's always fun. Alright, come back into me. No, he's pulling away. Oh, he's being smart about it. Okay, photon torpedoes did a good run. Phasers did another good run, and we're going to pull away because he won't be able to get us with those missiles. He can try, but we're faster than he is. Well, we're faster than those missiles. A little bit of a wasted firepower coming from one of our phasers, but that's alright. We're perfectly okay with that. By the time we turn back in, we should be good. And the AMD is starting to shoot them down. Lovely. So we'll just continue away. And again, in and out and in and out. That's the key. That's the strategy that we follow. And wow, he's holding on to those for quite some time. Took him a while before he even shot down even one. Then it took on the second one. Okay, half of our, well, 3/4 of our photon torpedoes are ready to go again, but we're fine. Just kind of do a couple donuts, and now we get to go right back in. Get our speed back up. What's lewd? I didn't think there was anything lewd going on. So he's decided to prop up another shield against us, so we shouldn't have too much trouble here. Yeah, your shields are not going to last you. We're going to break off before you have a chance to do anything to us. And phasers. And missiles. And enjoy. Ooh, that one's going to be a bit close, but able to take care of it. Ah, perfectly done. Alright, so we're just going to set these to our stern before we dump them. Or, you know, we could shoot them all down. And just continue away. Yeah, it's down to 4.5 speed. He's got nothing. He has nothing left. I mean, he still has his missile launchers. That does still make him dangerous, but beyond that, he doesn't have a whole heck of a lot to actually contest us with. So we're not going to have photon torpedoes ready to go for a little bit, but that's okay. Slow down a little bit. Oh, I see where you're going from. It's a bit of a stretch in my book, but hey. So pop out a couple of missiles at him, let him have to deal with that. He will probably shoot them down. He doesn't have a wild weasel tractor, actually. He may not be able to shoot them down. 1, 2... Come on, don't take any more. 3, and then the last one got in pretty close on him, so... Phasers. More phasers. I'm expecting a missile retaliation strike, and he just didn't. There it is. Okay, pick up the speed. Let's see if we can't get up to 16 before they get there, and... We're away. Okay. Perfectly safe again. And increase the speed of time. We're probably spending way too much time trying to mess with him. We could probably take him out a lot quicker if we'd just gone in super aggressively, but we would have taken a lot more damage, and who wants to take a ton of damage for no reason at all? So, we've got you. I think this might actually take you out this pass. Maybe not. He still has his 6 missile launchers intact, so taking him out might be a bit of a stretch. So, within range, photon torpedoes, volatile phasers, up, cascade failure, and he's out. Alrighty, so cascading failure into that one. That worked out quite nicely. Fighting drone ships is annoying. Fighting drone ships is... I can't call it annoying, but it does mean that you've got to be a little bit careful with him. If he actually had better missiles, he could be much more aggressive and dangerous with them. We're kind of lucky the fact that he doesn't. Oh, can't clean it up because there's no missile. Yep, it went fine. We didn't take any damage. No shield penetrations. Did perfectly well. No damage on the ship. We did waste a couple of missiles, but that's kind of to be expected. We're at 9,016 prestige. We're pretty much in range to buy any battleship we want, almost. Well, for the Federation. Not quite there. The BBX might be a little bit more expensive. That might be around 10. Because the Phaser X upgrade is huge in this game. Alright, what do I need to set? Oh yeah, I want this, and then shields. I wanted this so I could see how much power I can steal. That reinforce the forward shield. How much power can I set from this? Wow, that's quite a bit actually. You can just ruin his day if you go in, but the missiles keep you away. Oh, console's intact. Yep. None of the explodion has been triggered. Well, the alternative would be if he could actually fight back. Are you another one? Are you legitimately? No, he's D5W. Okay. He's not a DWD. So we don't have to worry about that. If he actually had the missiles that he was due, he would be much more dangerous. Really, if he was just popping out missiles throughout that entire fight, things would go a little bit differently. The only reason why the slow missiles force you to stay away is because he's only ever going to shoot them at your point-blank range. So it's not like there's going to be opportunities where you'll move around the fight. So, if we actually gave him his proper missiles, that would actually make that a little bit different. Alright, what are we actually doing? 15 to speed is perfectly fine. Photon torpedoes, do we need to overcharge? I'm really tempted to do it. What's the rate on that? It's 360? It is type 3. Okay, so those phaser 3s will actually cover me from the front. Yeah, I'm not going to bother overloading. We can probably just go in on top of them. That might be a little bit of hubris, but we are a battle cruiser. It's time we start acting like one. How much for shield power do I got? 11.5? Yeah, we're fine. I have no concerns about being able to shoot down his missiles as well. We're going to open like this. This is going to prompt the, this is going to prompt a wild weasel response. Yep, right there. The difference is, you shot them all down. Well now, that has changed things a little bit. Okay.
High energy turn.
Let's get ready to have some fun with them. 3, 2, 1. Now! Hello! Surprise! Oh, that did wonderfully. That was nearly perfectly executed. I'm quite happy with how that one turned out. Oh, he knocked out one of our shields. Okay, not quite as perfectly executed as I had hoped. Give him some missiles. Make him play with it. There we go. Sort of okay. We got out of that one without too much damage. Start the repair. So a little bit more aggressive on that one. Had we overloaded the photons, that would have worked out a little bit better, I think. Also, had we broken away before he actually had the opportunity to do things to us, that probably would have been a little bit better. But all in all, a pretty decently executed attack. Popped in right behind him, nailed him with the entire complement of photon torpedoes. So I'm pretty happy with that. And under a range of 5, we can just continue to blink away at that open shield, and he will just have a bad day all around. Pop some missiles into him. His point defense system is actually fairly efficient. I gotta give him credit for that one. I get the feeling that it's a little bit better than ours, but that may just be bias. What kind actually is ours? We're using AMDA? Yes, we are. I don't know which is better, the AMD-A or the AMD-B. It doesn't really matter too much, but I would like to know. So we're going to get another little phaser strike going on in this open shield unless he starts to turn, which, you know, he's Klingon, so he's kind of has a chance to do it. Okay, Phase is getting another 23 damage on in there. We've stunned and destroyed one part of his point defense system, and we'll pull away. Hopefully we can get this shield away. A little bit more phaser light fire. I don't want to fire these missiles unless we're going in on him. Ooh, we actually managed to break my phaser 3. Not super happy about that. And to be fair, we are now on the port side of the ship, which is not great because most of the defenses on the port side are not existent. So I'm really tempted to roll another high energy turn just to get the photon torpedoes back on target. Okay, he's got to hold on to 3 of those. That's great. And give me that shield. That's the one. Lovely. Okay, so what chance would I have to pull high energy turn out of this one? 75? Go with it. Feels like the AMDB lasts longer? Could. Oh good, that worked. I was a little bit worried. Oh, we missed with half. Really? That sucked. So I'll pop a couple of missiles into him. He's down to almost dead at this point. I can't use a Phaser 3 goodbye, unfortunately, because he's still alive. And also, the Phaser 3 isn't ready to go yet. I know there's a difference between the AMDs. I just can never remember what it is. It's generally not a huge deal. It's generally mostly just how many did you have. So it took a little bit more damage on that one. The A holds 6 and the B holds 12. I thought one was more effective than the other. Well, guess not. Alrighty. 262 prestige is, of course, our reward for a job well done and a tile neutralized. So we finished up down there. Let's go back home. Hi, shipyard. I'm looking for, honestly, I don't know what. Just window shopping, apparently. So 98,000 for a battleship carrier, but I'm not super partial to the Federation battleship carrier. Because unlike the Hydran battleship carrier, which only sacrifices 2 Hellbores, this one sacrifices 8 missile launchers and 2 photon torpedoes. Now granted, 2 of those photon torpedoes only shoot backwards, but this is an absolute metric ton of firepower. So I'm not sure that it's worth, you know, 16 fighters compared to 4. Granted, 4 fighters is pretty terrible, but hey. And let's see. Is there anything really cool that I'd be interested in? Well, really a BCJ. I would lose out on 2 missile launchers, but it might be the better option. Is there anything really worth the price aside from that? Well, we got the heavy dreadnought. We could grab one of these. 6 photon torpedoes, 6 missile launchers. We were in one of these back in Season 1 before it got blown up by the intergalactic dreadnought. That was an unfortunate encounter on our part. See. Oh, that's base station. That's not what I care about. What do you guys think? Do we want to get ourselves into just a heavy dreadnought now, or wait for a standard Federation battleship to show up? Rumor says looks good, but I don't know what looks good is in relation to. We could go all the way back to a CAR plus R, which I believe is the best CAR you can get until the CARX. Laura Dell says do it. The heavy dreadnought then, or the battleship carrier? Where is that heavy dreadnought? Rumor says the dreadnought. Where'd it go? Plus 5,000. It's somewhere in here. There it is. Alright. We bought ourselves a heavy dreadnought. Vega, it was nice to have you, but you've been traded in for the Napoleon. Friendship ended with Vega. Napoleon is my best friend now. So let's go medium speed missiles, because that's all we need. 2288 is a bit close to the X-Air, is it? I think it doesn't show up until, yeah, a little bit, but we're at 5635. We'll be able to get an X-Type heavy cruiser, no problem. An X-Type battleship might be a little bit more of a stretch, but the X-Type battleships take even longer to show up. So I'm not super broken up about it, but it was something that was running through my mind. At the end of the day, the stream campaign's going to last a while, so, or at least the way I view it is. Quite a pretty penny to get this thing fully kitted out, but hey, we're back into Dreadnought again. It's been a while. And the first mission it sends us on is a convoy raid. Really? Sending a Dreadnought on a convoy raid. Alright, let's get a look at her. Actually, I really don't have time to get a look at her. Yeah, I can't really get a good angle of the ship, can I? There's a way to, like, cycle around it, and I don't remember what it is. That button? No, that controls my MFDs. No. Neither of those. Those are high energy turns anyway. Okay, let's get ourselves to the speed. What's our combat speed here? Surprisingly quick? Yeah, we can barely not do 1.5. Yeah, we're actually surprisingly quick for all the things we've got. We've increased the number of missiles by 2, increased the number of photon torpedoes by 2, and the phasers just have shot right on up. So this is a pretty interesting design. Unfortunately, we now have to fight enemy dreadnoughts. That is something we have to worry about. Luckily for us, it's a C9, so it's not exactly the biggest of dreadnoughts, although we don't have any fighters, which is a tad unfortunate. Let's prep a scatter pack, because we might use it. I think it's F3, but you have no target selected. Yeah. Well, in any event, here's our target. Alright, let's, actually, I could do that, and then that. Nope, it's not doing it. Alright, so let's go kill you. So our speed is 16. Let's get the forward shield reinforced before he starts shooting at us with disruptors, which you know he's about to. Apparently our shields were already saved back from front and back. And electronic countermeasures, I'll go with, let's go 4 and 2. Just give us a little bit of defense. Maybe he'll actually care about it. So we will pass in nice and close to him and nail him with just about everything we've got. Although, he does actually have a surprising amount of firepower. You're an FQL. Hi. You get that. And you get that. I mean, you're both going to stop from it, but I may as well get you two thinking about it. Probably should have fired at this freighter, just because he would stop. Oh, we've got multiple Q ships. Anybody else want to be a Q ship here? Raise your hands. No, the rest are small freighters. Okay. So, what kind... Got our scatter pack ready to go already. Am I seriously that low on ammo, or do I have a vision bug? I got a vision bug. Okay, that's fine. Didn't set up my missiles in time, so that's... Or my systems. So that's 3... That's 2, and 1 is always set up properly. Have the missiles. Enjoy them. There's the crash stop I'm looking for. Okay, that'll work out great. And then, scatter pack. Because it's going to work out brilliantly. Maybe not as brilliantly as I'd like, but this is going to be fine. Is there a GOG version of this game? There is not. As far as I know, there is no version of this game, aside from getting the original. There's a GOG version of Starfleet Command 1, but that's not as cool. I'm sorry, Starfleet Command 1, but you're not actually as cool as Starfleet Command 2. You tried. I give you credit for that. Come on, over the shoulder. What is the arc on the phaser? Yeah, the phaser should be an arc. Hello? There we go. You needed a special invitation, apparently. Let's keep popping missiles on him. He will not enjoy it, but we will. It is a bit of unfortunate that we have 2 phasers that only shoot backwards. That does sort of decrease our total firepower a little bit. How are you going to respond to this? You are going to tractor every single one of them. That's unfortunate. I don't want to be turning this much, but it's okay. Keep that turn going. Get the stern towards him. I know, it's crazy. We're trying to actually get the stern towards the enemy. But if I can do that, I can get more phasers on target, which is ironic. Alright, how long until the photon torpedoes are ready to go? Very shortly. Good. So we should be able to pull this turn out entirely. And lucky for us, the convoy is coming our way, so we're going to be doing very well there. Photon torpedoes are ready to go. Attack ship to 0. Oh, great hit on there. And some phasers going in, the missiles going in, and penetration. Oh, and he jumped it. Good for us. Let's see if I can't get some distance going on him. Drop a mine right on top of him. I do have a couple of phasers, right? Yeah, I was a bit worried about that one. But it had to be done. Okay, we gotta get outside of a distance of 5 from him so that we can follow up. Wait a little bit longer. There we go. I don't want him shooting down the shuttle using his automated defenses. That's always irritating. Okay, we're gonna curl back on in. Yes, we're showing our stern towards him, but that'll be fine. And we're gonna have our standard missile launchers ready for a follow-up immediately after these ones. Oh crap, no, I screwed myself up. Oh, but apparently they were spread out enough that it didn't matter. Kind of irritates me that Federation ships can only control 6 missiles. Always seems to be a bit of an oversight on their part. Like, you do know scatter packs exist in your universe, right? Really? The freighters are shooting down my own stern shield? And the photon torpedoes appear to almost be ready. Again, I'm loving this ship. I mean, the photon torpedo pre-fire rate isn't anything that is controlled by the ship, but it's still fun. Okay, we got a cascade failure for the most part there. Seriously, phasers? Oh, why is my phasers not set to group 1? Apparently my photon torpedoes were set automatically to group 1? What was I smoking the last time I drew this thing? Okay, we do need to come around this mine, because I don't want to go through it. So I should have 14 phaser 2s and 3 phaser 1s. 1, 2, 3. Good. Alright, we're set up. So we're going to curl around this mine before coming back in on the convoy. The convoy really can't defend itself all that efficiently, so I don't really care. Although, you know what? Your Q ships, do I really care? I will take 10 damage on this shield to get right on top of you. Hi, I have a lot of phasers, and you're about to feel the pain. Look at that. That's just lovely. I don't have any additional things to shoot, so you know what? I'm just gonna dump a whole bunch of missiles on top of you the minute I get range. There we go. Enjoy that. He did stop in time. That was unfortunate. Fix that, fix that. So yeah, we have 3-point defense systems. It's a lot of fun. I gotta start hitting for this convoy. So they can't catch me anyway, although they can keep knocking down my rear shield, which is unfortunate. But they can't stop me. Let's get my power. I've got a ton of it. Let's use it. Their maximum speed is like 10, so I don't really care if they want to keep shooting at me. So I'm going to reinforce the back shield just with whatever additional power we happen to have on hand. But I'm going to run after these guys and knock them down. Would you please stop it? How many missiles I got left, by the way? 2 salvos? Well, 3 in total. Have it. Maybe you won't have another Wild Weasel. Can you get rid of the ECCM? Maybe. What are the freighters putting out right now? Nothing. That'll work. Give me a little bit more power. 2 more points of speed. I'm going to keep the ECM, though. It can be very useful. And I don't think you are going to survive just a regular phaser overrun on top of you. I mean, let's be honest. You are an FFRS. You have basically nothing. So you are a fairly small, insignificant freighter that we should be able to dive on top of and just nail with a whole ton of fire. And everybody will be happy, right? That's how this works, right? You're dead. On to the next one. Photon torpedo select, and we can slow down a bit. Maybe you can survive 6 photon torpedoes. I doubt it, but maybe. That is, of course, if they all hit you, which is by no means guaranteed. I take it back. It was guaranteed. Lovely. So now we just move on with the phasers to the last one. He is an E4TX, which does mean he used to be a frigate, and he's got X-type phasers on board. He's got a lot of them, too. 4 X-type phasers on a freighter? That's ridiculous. He's got essentially 6 phaser 1s is the amount of firepower he can actually put out if he wants to. So, more than a bit ridiculous. Especially for a freighter. But, no, actually, I was about to say we don't judge, but no, we absolutely judge. So we're judging you, freighter. I think you're just a bit too paranoid. I think you need to stop reinforcing that aft shield. Doesn't really need it anymore. Although they do have disruptors, but I don't know of any disruptor 5s. Does anybody know of disruptor 5s? I'm pretty sure disruptors end at strength 4. Back at you. Bounce that. Slow down so I can bring the starboard side phaser on. I got him. Lovely. Okay, we can slow back down to combat speed. So, a couple of Q ships, and no convoy anymore, nor the dreadnought that you were escorting. How much fun do you think you're about to have with me? Oh, by the way, we can take this opportunity to admire the ship. So, it would actually be easier to admire the ship had we set ourselves to green alert, because, you know, then we wouldn't have the shield bars or anything. But, it's not terrible. It's a pretty decent model, actually. Could use a little bit of tuning up just a bit. But it is a nice, fairly nice model. Nice beefy neck there to make sure that you understand that we are actually a dreadnought. Keep turning. That way you can admire all sides of it. A huge shuttle bay underneath. Yeah, not a terrible ship at all. We've had one of these once before. The battleship's going to add in a 4th nacelle, as you know, battleships are wont to do. Alright, buddy. You came into the wrong sector space, although you survived, and I don't really know how. I spent 6 missiles at you. I didn't think you had the point defense to actually handle it. I'm going to see if I can't kill him at one pass. That may be wishful thinking, but we're going to try. So he's got all of his weapon systems. So we will select all of ours, shut off our missile launchers, use those for backup. If it doesn't work, maybe the missile launchers can actually hurt him. We'll find out. So the Czech Kortosh is open fire with his missiles and could not get past our point defenses. He's not dead, but he almost is. Oh, you jerk. You just had to give one last parting screw you, didn't you? I suppose he earned it to a certain extent because he's dead now, but still, it's always irritating to lose a shield at the very last. Running speed. Found a model of the USS Star Empire Dreadnought? I do not know what that is, but I will Google it as long as we're slowly moving in. Star Empire Dreadnought. Wait, it wants to link me to Star Wars. USS Star Empire from Beta Canon. All I've got is one piece of concept art, but then again, that's from the Beta Canon article. Hi, what weapons do I got? All these. Beautiful. Please tell me you don't have a Wild Weasel. You are out of shells, yeah? Good. Okay, we took care of it. Interesting. Actually kind of reminds me of the ship that we're in. It was a Federation Star Trip, a prototype MKX class dreadnought in the Starfleet service until the year 2270 US reference, blah blah blah. Huh, interesting. 364 prestige is, of course, our reward for a job well done and entirely neutralized. It was only in one TOS novel. That's kind of to be expected, I suppose. There was a lot of TOS stuff that was just kind of weird or different or didn't match up with the rest of things. I'm not complaining, I'm just commenting on it. I remember I read, this was a long time ago, and I think it was this, but there was a Kirk novel with this lady who had a Pegasus that could only fly in low G. I can't remember much of the novel, but I do remember the Pegasus that could fly in low G. Alright, we're good. I caught the student. Yes, welcome, fun Linux laptop. I gotta come up with a better way to talk to you. Alright, let's alert and increase speed. Oh, by the way, I need to talk to the Hot and Spicy forums, guys. They sent me a message, and I have not responded to it yet. The message said testing in my email alert, but I assume they want to talk about something. And I should pay attention. We're being escorted today by USS Stephens, which is a F-type dreadnought, so that's a plasma torpedo-equipped dreadnought, and we can tell because F in Federation parlance means plasma torpedoes. Don't ask me how, that's just how it works. Pirate heavy cruiser and a House of Korgoth frigate, or a Klingon frigate and a pirate heavy cruiser. Not quite clear. We don't really care about it, but we are going to prep a Wild Weasel just in case. You never quite know when suddenly plasma torpedoes are going to bounce into the middle of the battle. And we would prefer not to have to worry about that. Get the forward shield reinforcement to a level that is somewhat acceptable, and go up to our 4-2. I'd like to go 4 on the ECM and 2 on the ECCM, but the AI probably would not respond in a way that I would care. Alright, how much power do I got? You know what, I was about to overload the photon torpedoes, but then I remembered that the only thing that he's carrying is, well, he's a frigate. Not only is he a frigate, but he's a light gunboat frigate. He's basically a Burrell. He won't have anything too crazy or important. So overloading photon torpedoes on him probably will not matter. Here's I made a TOA ship model for Starfleet Command 1. Yeah, I'd love to see it. You got a link to the Discord? You could post it there. There's a Kirk novel that has him resurrected by the Borg-Romulan Alliance. He goes on to create a cabal... What the hell? When did this get written? Oh, he's about to scatterpack me. You jerk. Luckily, we got within range and shot it down before he could do anything. Lovely. 3v2 poor Klingons. Yup. They are just a little bit screwed. I'm gonna set a probe just to make sure that this guy is not packing something crazy. Okay, he is carrying... I was about to say he's carrying something crazy, but then 2 of those are plasma D torpedoes that I don't care about. So, not too terrible. Phasers are about to be fully charged on this one. We're about to have our... Well, we're not about to have photon torpedoes ready, but we are working on the photon torpedoes. Plasma versus plasma. That's exactly how it should be. I could launch missiles. I'm going to launch missiles. Will you respond to this, or do I need... You responded to that? Written by Shatner himself. That explains everything. Just say no more. Actually, no, feel free to elucidate more, but... it makes too much perfect sense. Okay, wait for that to go away. It's actually just about to drop. There it is. Have some more missiles. Enjoy. Play with them. Oh, you're gonna do this. You little jerk of all kinds. I'd like to get my photon torpedo on. You didn't shoot at me, did you? No, you didn't. Okay, I don't care. Yes, thank you. I was about to say, please start shooting them down en masse. Photon torpedoes, on target. 6 of them, plus the phasers. Actually, we don't have any phasers, so pop some missiles on them. I'd like to avoid having to use a scatter pack. Okay, so we did lose a shield on that one, which is very unfortunate, because then he beamed all kinds of Marines on board. We're going to plow this mine. It's only going to be 10 damage to the forward shield, and this fight is almost over. I'm a little bit irritated that he actually managed to cut through the shield. He is, after all, only an alphabet soup destroyer, but look at how many things he just managed to nick on that. He took out 2 photon torpedoes, a missile launcher, a phaser, and a point defense system. That's rather impressive. I didn't think he beamed over that many Marines. Got a couple of vids with link to mod and link to hot and spicy widescreen patch. As far as I know, the hot and spicy widescreen patch is just a, it's just the normal fan patch that they now put out. All of the resolution mods and stuff, they rolled those all up into one. Do you seriously need help? I shouldn't have to. You are the 4th best Federation Dreadnought. And you, where the hell are you going? Get back here. Perfect shot. Nice shooting, gunner team. Get your butt back here. I have better long-range weapons than you. You literally can't outrange me because I have probably the longest range gun in game at the moment. Aside from missiles, which... okay, I will admit missiles have longer range. Can the Borg Queen resist Kirk? Clearly not. That's why they only ever had her fight Picard, because would not have gone any other way without if Kirk had been in there. Seriously, come back here. You're not going to get away. If I need to kick these engines into full power to actually catch you, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Well, apparently that's exactly what he's expecting me to do. Okay, how much butter I got? Yeah, we're going to sap that. Get it all the way down to 1 point of electronic countermeasures. And where am I putting that in? Go in there. And there. We'll be fine with that. Gives me an additional point of shield power. And fighting Janeway. Janeway. Photon torpedoes are about to have a good shot in here. We're within a range of 8, which makes him 50% accurate. He does have his strongest shield towards us, but let's be honest. We have 6 photon torpedoes, and he doesn't. How many photon torpedoes did he have? Oh yeah, that's right, he has none. Okay, it looks like 4 of 6, so not terrible. Get some phaser firepower in there. Hi, do you still think that you can run away? Have this. Yeah, I think he's dead. Perfect. Did you finish with your friend? Oh, just now? Good timing. Lovely. You gotta find ship models without the light mats for Starfleet Command 1? I don't understand. Are you saying that Starfleet Command 1 has incompatible light maps? We've actually been talking about models a little bit on the Discord, and someone posted a couple of Bridge Commander models, which they thought would work out nice. They've got an old school Federation CL, which would probably look better than the CL that we have currently in game, because the one currently in game is absolutely terrible. I noticed how Sisko never fought the Borg. Well, he flies the ship that was designed to fight the Borg. Well, depending on which cannon sort. The right way, the wrong way, the J-ray. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Alright, so we've got basically this entire southern strategy stretch thing going on in here. So the Klingons have been eaten up in the south, and we're just going to start moving up north. So let's pressure on in here, put a little bit more pressure on the planet itself. It's going to be unfortunate that we don't have a planet or station right nearby. Why so many convoy raids? We're a Dreadnought. Why do you keep sending a Dreadnought on convoy raids? This seems like a bad idea.
Battle stations.
Oh, point blank range. Okay, full power. Get them shields up as well. Forward shield reinforcement. We're going to need all we can get. And scatter pack, please. Oh, that's not a scatter pack. That one. Here's what looks like a Saladin kit bash for a CL. See, that's the problem. I can't never not see the Saladins as a destroyer, so I can't bring myself to do it. I mean, maybe they're cool, but even then... Also, we don't have a TOS Kula, I don't think. Actually, no, maybe in that massive ship pack that I got for Starfleet Command 2. Okay, forward shield's able to take all that, right? Doing fine, forward shields? Forward shields do not care, because I had over 20 points of power in the forward shield. Electronic countermeasure, give me 2 and... Or, no, give me 4 and 2. We're gonna see if we can't get ahead on this one. Photon torpedoes are almost ready. Saturation barrage. Let's go full Marak on him. And start to pull away. A little bit. You have 5 missile launchers. That would be an unfortunate thing to have to fight. Photon torpedoes don't have the range. It's a, oh crap, we need to CL, but all we have is Saladin parts. Problem is, the Saladin is an oh crap, we need a destroyer, and all we have are Constitution parts. Actually, not quite, but close enough. Okay, scatter pack is ready to go, so scatter pack is immediately out the bay. And gotta prep another scatter pack. And we're going to be able to basically deluge him with missiles for the next couple of rounds. Because all we can control are 3 missiles, or 6 missiles, so I can't fire even more onto him. 1 got shot down, 2 got shot down. All but 1 got shot. And we launch that. Come in with photon torpedoes. Give me the range, give me the range, give me the range. We have the arc. We have the range. And we got damage to him. Faces on the passing by. Protect the shield. And pull away. Alright, if you just want to run circles out there, sir, I will go leave you to that while I go kill your convoy. At least he's not Romulan, where he cloaks and disappears and tries to avoid the fight that way. Oh, cute. You fired a scatter pack at me, but my missiles are better. You can't do anything about it. Lovely. FSML. What are you? FSML. FSDR. And FRS. Okay. That'll be easy. So every single one of these is unarmored freighters. Easy pickings, even just for the phasers, so I have no concern about that. If he wants to keep linking with disruptors, we may have to start defending the rear shield. Scatter pack's ready to go. Hey, guess what? We're going to prep another one. Because scatter packs are really good on this ship. So, splitting our shield load a little bit. Oh, wait, you're the back of the convoy, not the front of the convoy. I got a bit confused. Okay, so we're going to have to turn back in. Which is going to be unfortunate, because I don't want to turn too much into him. Hi, so you're Talon Charlie, and it's very sorry to be you, but you're about to die. Okay, he's dead. On to you. Dump some missiles on him, see what he does with it. We know that 1 missile can get through. Quick Zombie made a pretty good TOS car. Maybe for my DDF. Okay, that worked. Drop that. And where's the next one? You're the next one. Photon torpedoes will destroy you. I'd rather not use them, but I know for a fact they will kill you. So now he's got to deal with that missile incoming. And the phasers may be ready just in time. Come on. Another one down. You're actually closer to the Dreadnought, so maybe a good idea to go for you. Port side shields, not having the best of days as of right now. You want to dump another couple of missiles on him? Have fun. Enjoy. These are yours. Just blaze it away with his disruptors. Not able to quite get through my defense shift right now, so that's great. So I do want to focus on this convoy for now. Okay, shot down 2. Shot down 3, so we'll be able to track the rest. 4. So he had good luck with that one, which means none of those missiles got through. We'll have to save the rest of the missiles for good opportunities. Oh, you have an advanced missile. You, the freighter, has the advanced missile, and your Dreadnought buddy doesn't. There is some bureaucracy going on in the middle of the Klingon Empire, I can tell you that. So let's get right up on top of you. Pretty sure, but all county parts. Hey, cool guys. Well, so the original design philosophy, and I know I've spoken about this, was that the Federation wanted a cheap, powerful ship that had the same power of the Constitution, but didn't have the same cost as the Constitution, didn't have the engineering halls. So they said, hey, let's take the saucer section and the nacelle and all of the guns that you fit on a Constitution and put it on that. And it was a dumb idea. And the reason why it was a dumb idea is because one of the things that you can tell about starship power in this game is by nacelles. I don't quite know how they quite classified that, but they came up with the solution in universe that the number of cells meant how much power generation you had, instead of the number of cells being how you helped focus the warp field. It's not a big deal. That's a fun thing anyway. So basically they took a ship with half the power of the Constitution and told it had the same weapons requirement as the Constitution, and that went about as well as you can expect. So we're going to kill the small repair freighter. Good. Okay, so we've killed the convoy, and now we got to deal with you. My port side shields are completely dead. My starboard shields are completely great. And my forward shield is also doing pretty good. Let's be honest. So I could try and go with missiles. We're not going to bother. I don't want to try and risk it. So instead, we're going to use photon torpedoes, because I have an infinite number of those. We're not good on phasers just yet, so we're going to pull away a little bit. I want to wait to get involved until after my phasers are all ready. He's doing a speed of 15, I'm doing a speed of 19. I could actually probably run away from him for almost forever. So let's build the distance out so I can actually come in with some decent amount. Did I get to play Starfleet Battles yet? No. Still working my way through the rulebook. And I know that the rulebook says, hey, you should play a starter beginner game with only these rules, but that seems boring to me. So I'm reading up on most of the rules. Taking my time with it. Alright, so your port side shields are also incredibly weak, and you may give me an opportunity to attack your super weak shield. Come on, give it to me. Not quite. Photon torpedoes, phasers. Missiles is an exploitation weapon. Oh wow, we actually knocked it out completely. He does not have a point defense system. Our aft firing phaser, just because we have it. We're going to go directly away from him for a bit. And dump our scatter pack outside of his defensive range, even though he doesn't have one. Because we blew it up. Hey, play with that. You should enjoy it. You're a Klingon. You like bright flashy lights. And pop. Beautiful. So how is he going to deal with this one? Tractor beams, obviously, but 1, 2. Yeah, that did not go well for him. More misses. I wish I could have a drone dreadnought. If I could design a Federation drone dreadnought, I would be on board with that. Steal a lot of technology, basically, from the Merak on that one. Okay, opened up more shields, more phasers, and now we're starting to get some cascade failure, which is lovely. And more phasers, and aft phasers, and I have a couple more phasers I can get on target in just a bit. Be patient. We will share, don't worry. I'll just keep the missile rain going on. He's down to a speed of 8.6, and he still hasn't fixed that point defense system. I don't think he quite realizes how important that system is. I've tried to get some friends to play SFB, they did one. It's not that it's a hard rule book, and in fact, my brother, he's a coder, and he took one look at that and was like, this makes perfect sense. Like, he loved it a lot. He got to the chart that demonstrates what everything means, like a fighter shuttle, like everything is a unit, and inside of units there are these categories, and he thought that was awesome. And starting to go through the book, you can see just how easily this game translated into becoming a computer game in real time. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I just gotta have enough time. This week, I have time for nothing because I've got to finish doing the battleships video. I've got to make sure that I've got 2 videos out for every single day here, and at the same time, I'm also learning how to fly the Tomcat, which the Tomcat has been lovely, but it's intensive to learn how to fly. It's huge, but once you start playing, it's not hard to figure out. Yeah, that's what I saw because a while ago I watched a YouTube thing of someone playing it. They're like, yeah, as long as you know how to fill out bubble sheets, you're fine. But Starfleet Command does a lot to sort of simplify a lot of the things. I mean, you don't got to worry about your power management. You just do it in real time. Can you still buy models? Yes, you can. And I have bought 2. I actually posted a couple of work in progress pictures that I had for them to the Discord. I've actually got 4 of them, but 2 of them are done. I've got a Federation heavy cruiser done, and I've got a Romulan warbird done. And then I've also got a Firehawk, which I need to build, and a Federation Kirov battlecruiser, which I need to build. So unfortunately, I think I might have bought the wrong size because they're a little bit big compared to the map that came with my captain's box. So, but I'm going to use them anyway because they're fun. We only used 1 mine in that entire fight. We used 3 shuttles though. Going through shuttles like going out of style. Let's go and fully max these out. 84 is not a terrible price. Keep going up. Keep the pressure going. Holding action. I'll take the holding action just because it's a change of pace from the convoy mission. Also, I'm not a huge fan of convoy raids. Oh, hi, multiple dreadnoughts. Okay, so we're staring down a C8 VK and a C9 KR. And we have with us a listening post, an Alphabet Soup War Destroyer, and a battlecruiser carrier. Okay, this is not the most one-sided battle I've ever seen, but we're definitely the underdogs here on this one. 2 dreadnoughts versus 1 dreadnought is, well, advantage 2s. Battlecruiser carrier is nice, but unfortunately he doesn't have great fighters. So he'll only have Hawks, and Hawks only have phaser 3s. I'm the one who gets to go 4 on my ECCM, or my ECM. You switch. To watch a oh, the battleship video? It's all recorded, the vocals, and all the B-roll of what'll show behind the, like while I'm talking about each battleship it has been recorded. But I need to record video for the intro and the outro and then slap it all together and put it, and add in like numbers. So the premise of the video is, and I don't mind sharing it at this point, I'm ranking the top 8 battleships. I took one from each empire and ranked them against each other. Keep in mind, though, that ranking is only based on single player and only based on Starfleet Command, not Starfleet battles. Yes, battleships. Yes, too big for stock maps. They do sell maps with the big hexes. I used to play on a huge table with rulers and turn guides. That'd be interesting. So I'm going to keep the battleship carrier, and hopefully our... Yeah, I was about to say, hopefully the Morris decides he will not suicide run himself into a C9 dreadnought, but that looks to be a lost cause already. Oh, it was Captain Foley. So if you look up Captain Foley and Starfleet battles, he shows a test game between him and his brother. It's several years old, but yeah, I looked at it like a year and a half, 2 years ago, when I was first starting to think about trying to Starfleet battles. Alright, so that's some long-range fire, and there goes all the fighters from the Morris. That is unfortunate. I want to focus on the C8 because it's the carrier. So I want to make sure that thing's out of the battle before the rest of the fight ensues. Should probably use some of that shield budget for actual speed here. Spending too much time wasting on that. Get a little bit faster for a little bit higher closer. Yeah, the Morris is done for. Down to a speed of 8, right next to a whole bunch of people. Lost a shield, has a dreadnought closing in on him with a whole ton of fighters. He's about to die. Hopefully we can get into the stern of this ship before he can do anything. And just tear out his engine generation. Because if we can kill him, all of his fighter squadrons disappear with him. Although, fun fact, if you capture him, his fighter squadrons do not disappear, nor do they switch sides. Which is a bit of a disappointment, actually. Let's unselect these, because I'm going to use these as follow-up weapons. Hopefully I can stun something. Hi! Surprise! Oh, there goes your shield. I'm about to lose my shield, but hey, that's sort of the price of doing business here. Okay, passed on through. He hasn't torn me out yet, but I'm waiting for that yet. Fire these. Crashed up. No, not quite. Fire more missiles, since the fighters are actually doing a pretty good job of covering me. Fighters, why did you not shoot? It would have been a great time to knock out the killer. Okay, so we've managed to go through and blow out his forward shield, which is great. Unfortunately, the MacArthur is not doing a great job of tearing out anything more on him, but all of our shields are still up, and our phasers are ready to go. So, in true Federation style, let's go in for it. More shields down. Lovely. And we're about to have another missile launch prepared. My aft phaser's about to be ready. I'm going to wait until I can get a little bit of saturation. That might force the Wild lose a lot of them, so we got to wait for both launchers to be available. There we go. And will that crash stop him? It's got to crash stop him. He has to react to that. No, he doesn't care. He has enough tractor beams to actually handle all that. Okay, that'll be interesting. Can't fire any more missiles without deleting all of these because Federation Dreadnought somehow can't control more than 6 drones. Oh, come on. That doesn't cause him to. It didn't. Do you just... Okay, there it goes. I was waiting for that and really wondering what was going on. Okay, photon torpedoes are not charging because I'm doing way too high a speed. Is the Morris dead? Yeah, the Morris is dead. Starfleet battles was originally played with Erdl models on a basketball court. I have not heard that, but then again, I haven't actually looked for information on that. Now I kind of want to see that. Although I have played Battle for Hell's Reach with fairly large models. Okay, let's come in, because you are basically free and clear for the phasering. I hear lots of missile fire. I'm not going to look at it because I'm worried about what I'll see. Several other systems? That's not enough of their systems. Come on, point defense system, save me. That's a scatterpack. But enjoy this. Oh, I was really hoping I had damaged enough of his shields. He is hurting himself with that one, though. Oh, wait, no, that's the scatterpack from the MacArthur. Oh, lovely. That'll do nicely. Unfortunately, he uses small missiles, but still, that's lovely. So we've taken out another shield on him, and I'm about to come in with photon torpedoes. Back in the 70s? Yeah. I gotta say, I'm still amused a little bit by the blurb on the, about how Starfleet battles came to be. Like, oh, it was a transmission from the future. I think we got him. Okay, C8 Dreadnought destroyed. How's the C9 doing? We do not have the forward shield to want to find out. Let's flood him with some fire so that he hopefully stops and doesn't come to... Oh, clever. Actually, no, that was probably meant for the fighters, but that still worked out in a way that you didn't realize. Yep. That worked out quite good. Actually, no, that probably worked in my favor. He probably would have been able to take care of all of those missiles, and he got hit by his own mine. So, not a terrible result. Okay, I don't want to get too close to you just yet, because I need a couple of heavy weapons for backup. Prep another scatter pack. And I want to flood him with some missiles before I turn on in. Can you please stop shooting my weakened shield? To be fair, I'm not presenting a good aspect for him to have to worry about. No crash stop? Okay, no crash stop. I'm on board with this captain. I think he's doing great. Wonderful and great things are being done by this Klingon captain. Slow down a little bit. We'll go back down in speed, give ourselves a little bit more defense. Not that we can use much of it because it's all restricted to our forward shield. Got to get away from these disruptors, and he's not going to let me go unless I really kick on the speed. You know what? Play with that. You've proven so far that you're not willing to use Wild Weasel shuttles, so maybe you don't have any. 3, 2, pop, pop, pop. Come on. Yes, okay, good. So that ate up pretty much all of his phasers on this side, so I'm going to try and turn. He does still have his disruptors. Well, actually, maybe not. Looks like they're not charged. But we've got photon torpedoes, and I want to get them on target. So we will keep coming around. I wonder if there's a torpedo dreadnought. Or a torpedo heavy cruiser. No, probably not. Probably the best torpedo ship you would get would probably be a torpedo light cruiser. Pack like 8 photon torpedoes on a light cruiser hull. Just take it and go nuts with it. I don't think it'd be a terrifically great design, but it would be an interesting design. But then again, at the end of the day, all I'm really looking to do is replicate even more drone cruisers. Photon torpedo range is now. Good. Phasers. Blessed missile follow-up. Hopefully stun off your systems. And... oh, that was a beautiful hit. I love it. Pass on through. Turn, turn, turn. Alrighty, so now he's in trouble. By the way, the most important thing on this mission is not to actually kill him, but to get to that listening post over there. Although we haven't lost our shield yet, so we're doing okay. We're just expending a ton of expendables in order to actually make this work out. And Cascade failure almost killed him, but didn't quite, but he's lost most of his ship systems. At this point, there's no point in trying to capture him because the MacArthur will kill him before that happens, so let's just tear him apart. Beautiful. Alright, green alert. And full power. So, I don't think we took any penetrating hits on that one. So, no shield penetrations whatsoever. Did go through quite a few shuttles, and yeah, we went through... actually, no, we only used 1 shuttle. Went through a ton of missiles. How many missiles I got left? Not a lot. Alright, maximum speed of time. Let's just get over here. You can get some of the fossil books here. I think you can download some of the fossil books, can't you? I'd imagine so, anyway. And you can download a lot of the old Battletech books. Hi, scanning the listening posts. Thank you for your information. Goodbye. And where is the edge of the map, please? There it is. Okay, we can now just get off this map and have safely defeated everybody. So that was 2 dreadnoughts versus a dreadnought, a battlecruiser, and a destroyer, and only the destroyer got killed, and partially because the Morris was being stupid. Now granted, the Morris did a pretty good job of tying up the enemy and preventing them from coming after us, but still, that was really kinda dumb. Hope my kit made it over to the new ship. Yes, Raider, welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. Everybody's stuff is now in our brand new dreadnought, which I am told has much more comfortable staterooms. We now stack only 2 people to a room instead of 4. Alright, let's see how much prestige it was worth and what sort of information we managed to steal from this particular listening post. We will get... and we got... contains Klingon scientific research. Really? We, the Federation, needed Klingon scientists. Something seems wrong there. So I'm over here to a planet, say hi. Planetary assault or a patrol. I'm gonna be honest, I want to do the patrol because Federation do not siege well, and let's be honest, we are only a dreadnought, a heavy dreadnought. We probably will not siege particularly beautifully. Alright, start converting right away. Scatter packs are essential parts of our strategies. If we don't have them, bad things happen. 4, 2, give me some shield reinforcement to go with it. And then we'll spend all the cash, and this will tell us what full battle looks like. Right there is full, and that is a speed of 13-ish. I guess she did quite well while charging all systems. Hello, Klingon Dreadnought. Prob, tell me what kind of Klingon Dreadnought we're dealing with. According to scans, he's a C5KR, which is a Scout Dreadnought. Looks like the links won't work here. Lord, can you... yeah, I don't see any links, so, sir. So we're just going to line him right up and hopefully knock him right on down. It would be nice to have a couple of fighters, just from a principled standpoint. I've grown to very much enjoy my fighters in our Hydran campaign. The fact that they are automatically, hey, surprise, is a lot of fun. Okay, wait for him to get nice and close. He's got 4 missile launchers, which shouldn't be able to defeat our point defense system, so I'm not concerned about those. The Deft Slayer. Interesting. Photon torpedoes almost knocked down his shield. Phasers did knock down his shield. In true Federation fashion. Pop 1 missile launcher? Are you going to crash after this? No, you're not going to care? Okay, you did have enough tractor beams to grab all 3, so I can understand why you would not care. Not okay for me, but okay. First missiles, fighters. Get creative. I'm not a creative person, am I? Besides, we don't have really much of either of those in this ship. Oh, you're gonna hold on to me? That's perfectly fine. I'll slow down. I'll just Star Castle it up, man. Odds are I can probably, if I get my shields up to full power, handle anything you can throw at me. Phasers! Knocked out another shield entirely. Turn, and missiles. Surprise! Oh, we're too close for missiles. Gotta switch to phasers. Okay, that worked out our single phaser. And he's doing 9.5 away, so they're probably not going to get past his point defense system. Oh, look at our point defense system. Was that not glorious? Alrighty, let's we'll lob some missiles. Keeps him running. I think the rule of thumb is never fire a guided weapon at a fleeing target, unless you want to keep them running. Or never fire a plasma torpedo at a target that's running away unless you want to keep him running. That's the advice. And now that's some PDS? What? You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Wait for it. There it goes. Oh, that looks truly cruel. That was... Oh, now that's... I get it. Never mind. I figured it out. I don't know if it'll tell you that I figured it out in time, but hey. Yep, point defense system, yep. But yeah, that photon torpedo run was... Ugh. 64 damage got through, but you gotta remember we knocked out 2 of his shields while doing that. Missiles, he doesn't have a point defense system anymore. He does still have a shuttle bay, so... But yeah, having a triple point defense system is very nice. I mean, it's not twin D plasmas, but it's quite nice. I mean, he was able to shoot them all down. Good job, buddy. Just so you know, though, by shooting all those missiles down, you have deprived yourself of an offensive armament. And that's half of the job of drones. Point defense system, please. And then we come in with phasers. Although we didn't shoot with 3 of our phasers because they were slightly off to the side. Aft firing phasers, please. There we go. And I think a final missile tower. I've only got 2 missiles. Well, he shot them both down. Oh no, I had 3 missiles. Of which he only shot 1 down. Really? So his tractor beam is down to a single point of power, but we're about to come in with a photon torpedo run, which I think will delete his last mediocre shield. So line him up, and let's get ready to say hi. We want to make sure that we get to a reasonably close range, just to make sure that we have a decent accuracy on this one. Photon torpedoes, of course, the closer you are, the better you do. Actually, where is my photon torpedo? There it is. The range of 2, actually, is right where we want to be. But we are at a range of 5. Are you speeding up? No, we just are not going all that fast. Shoot! Ooh, that was terrible. That should have been a 50% accuracy, and we were only 30% accuracy. Not great. So we've taken out pretty much all of his good shields. And at this point, I would say he's pretty much done for. As soon as I can get some actual weapons to shoot at him, of course. We're out of missiles, so we can't dump those on him. So all we can do is just kind of drift along with him. Actually, that's a good point. Marines, how you doing? If he survives the next phaser blow, we're going to send you over because they're probably going to kill a whole bunch of people. Now, there's no guarantee he's actually going to survive it, but just be on guard and be ready, okay? Alright, phasers ready to go. All of them on. Okay, they're almost crippled. That's not quite as good as I was hoping. Forward shield did hold against all of his return fire, so there is that going for us. Let's start pulling away. F phaser, he's down to 6. I've only got 5 transporters. Okay, let's go. Weapons, half strength. And Marines, go. So hopefully he can't shoot me. Although he might. There is always that possibility. And we will maybe be able to kill, well, defeat his Marines enough with these phasers. It's down to 4. More phasers on 3. Okay, we won. So if I can get the port side battery on, might be able to take out another one. There we go. Okay, victory is ours. So defeated and now captured. The ultimate insult to a Klingon captain. The Deft Slayer will be ours. Or rather, what's left of the Deft Slayer. It happens to be in, well, several pieces. So we will cruise on away from him just to make sure that the Klingon crew doesn't self-destruct. Activate the Genesis device and all that. Come on. There we go. Target captured. Mission complete. So we came in here and managed to... Well, I wouldn't say it's a great capture, though, just because we had to beat the crap out of him so badly. Like, if he was still fighting capable, I'd call it a great capture, but maybe that's just me being a little bit finicky about that. I do want to get more missiles, but we probably should stay out here just a little bit longer. Keep the aggression going on, keep the pounding going on.
Battle stations.
What do you got? You got a heavy cruiser? Or you see... No, you're a DX. Interesting. And we're being escorted by a PAH. This is a... Wow, this is a Paladin Heavy Dreadnought. I think. Yeah. I mean, we've got a PAX. Or a PAHX? No, PALX. So this is not a Paladin. Close enough. I just like when they capture... Yeah, it is fun when we capture them. I'm going to try and capture all the Stardogs on this one, I think. I think that'll work out pretty fun. Actually, I'm not preparing any scatter packs. I probably do that. Yeah, because if you capture all of the Stardogs, you actually get paid a ton. And I kind of would like to get my prestige back up so that I can buy a Federation battleship, a BBX, when it comes out. Did I get a BBX back during Season 1? I don't think I ever did. I think that I... Yeah, I think I avoided the BBX in Seasons 1 and 2. Or Season 1 and 10. So already he's getting hit by Hellbores. Already he's getting shot at quite badly. And already his shields are down to yellow. This is probably not a great starting out for him. Let's get it nice and close. The Dark Slayer. They keep sending Slayers against me. I don't think they quite realize that that's probably not a great idea. Give me that shield. There it goes. Phaser follow-up. What do you got left? Can you survive this? Yes, you can. I had a little bit of hope that I had stunned his shuttle bay, but it was not to be. Phaser's going as we pull away. Increase the speed time. He's dead. Ow! You seriously opened up my rear shield. You jerk. I was gonna be nice to you, but no. Then you go and pull that. Okay, you got a Lyran FRD. Easy thing. Had cause to capture an assault... To use an assault shuttle? No. Assault shuttle's too slow.
Repairing warp engine.
Like, the number of circumstances you can use an assault shuttle effectively is almost non-existent. Because it gives you, what, one Marine team. Great. So you've got one Marine team, which has to survive the trip to the target, so that you can't use it in the middle of battle, because they're traveling too fast. And get on board without getting shot, which again, can't use it in the beginning or middle of the battle, because they're just going to shoot it down. And then it's got to be used in a situation where you only needed one more Marine. In my book, it's better off just to go around, blast them again. Like, maybe if you were in a frigate that only had one or two transporters and you were trying to capture a planet, maybe that would be a good time to use it, because then you could use the assault shuttle to beam people over to get yourself over the 2 threshold. But the assault shuttle is kind of useless. Like, I just don't ever see the... Now, with that said, I did also feel a similar way about the suicide shuttle, and then we found out that there was actually a great sort of pocket weapon to use in the event that you were fighting the... Oh crap, I got too close. He's gonna be able to hurt me quite badly. Then we found out it was a perfect weapon to use against a... Come on, what's the name? Convoy. Because when you used them against a convoy, the ships, as long as you dropped the shuttle off in front of them, that was 25 damage that was going to go right into it. But in most circumstances, I just do not see the point of the assault shuttle. Oh god, no, you're going to shoot it down, aren't you? Let's go this to this. Because I want to focus... Actually, no, it's not that badly damaged yet. I take it back. It was quite badly damaged. Okay. Well, it's a less reward now, but it's still a reward. So let's pick up the pace, see if we can't get there. I didn't quite think that it would completely destroy it, but... It just doesn't do anything. Because it's a shuttle, and it's a regular shuttle, so it travels at a speed of 6. It carries 1 Marine team. It'll go through shields, but as far as I know, it's only worth a capture attempt, and it's not actually worth a, you can't use it as a hit and run. So if it was used as a hit and run, maybe there's a bit of a niche use there. But if you're not using it that way, then there's no point. Now, if I remember correctly, you used to be able to launch multiple shuttles from some ships back in Starfleet Command 1. And if I could launch 4 or 5 of them at the same time, that could help. I mean, it wouldn't be super useful in a lot of situations, but there would still be some situations that would be useful in. But in Starfleet Command 2, you can only ever launch 1 shuttle. And I am 90% positive in Starfleet Command 1, depending on the ship that you used, you could launch multiple shuttles. Alright, let's see if we can't capture this before, you know, Mr. Stab Happy over here actually gets involved in the conflict. Determination. Hydrons are 90% useless in a campaign, and every so often when they do start to become useful, they start causing bad things to happen. Don't shoot down my brand new Stardock. It's mine. I captured it. Thank you. So, not a great reward on that one, but we will get something. Because it is worth prestige to capture these things. I think we earned over 1,000 prestige in one mission when we actually captured them all. Or was it 2 of them? Yeah, 570 plus 35. That's much more than what it normally is. Pop back over here. We're going to keep the pressure on a little bit. We're not really damaged. I mean, we took some, but it's not important. I'm avoiding the planetary assault just a little bit. Because I don't want to spend 5 minutes just shelling the planet with proximity photon torpedoes. We did go up to 6 photon torpedoes, but that does not make us a fantastic planet buster. We are still no King Condor. Set ourselves up. Full combat gear. I don't know what's out there, but hey, it could be anything. I did see something off in this direction when it was loading in, but I'm not sure what. Increase speed time. Let's just get on top of them. Power budget. How much can I steal from the shield budget? Lovely. Oh, now there comes all that power. Hello, Mr. Dreadnought. What do we got to deal with you? You are a C5KR. Okay, we fought your kind before, and you brought a single Orion frigate along with you. That's an interesting choice of companions. I would have brought a battlecruiser, but that's just me. Although, speaking of, we could buy, like, a battlecruiser escort. That would actually be quite nice. I mean, it would start throwing us against much more difficult opponents, but we could do it. Missiles. Let's distract you. Start pulling away. Defense shift of 1. Give me a defense shift of 2 unless he's trying to counter it. He is indeed trying to counter it. Okay, that works. That works for me. So just gotta wait a little bit for that to hit. Trying to shoot it down. Failing a little bit. And we'll drop that. That'll pop right on top of him. And by the time it's all no longer functional, things will be great. And we'll do a nice little pass with all of our other missiles at basically point-blank range. So slow down a little bit, give a little bit more forward shield reinforcement to give us all the defense that we need. 18 should be more than enough. All been select. Less missiles, because if we fire missiles, they will not get through. Okay, now they will get through. Okay, knocked out his forward port shield. Grabbing his missiles, make sure they don't actually hit us. We'll pull on through. Oh, I clicked something and I'm not sure what. Okay, shut that off. Half phasers doing basically nothing. But now he's holding on to 4 missiles, which is pretty good. Or 3 missiles? Yeah, 3 missiles, which is pretty good. Because that means we don't got to worry about 3 points of power. I mean, on a Dreadnought, that's not huge. But it does mean I'll be able to only fire half of my missiles. And I will get the full saturation of, well, what my data links can actually handle. I'll be starting to shoot them down. Have some more missiles. Play with them. Enjoy them. Savor them. Scatter pack was ready, and we can't build any more, so we're limited. Oh, fire the rest. Come on, turn and show me that open shield again. Or your forward shield. I would work with that. Okay, drop the miss. We're going to play with some mines. Crunched through. Show our good defensive shield as we pull on by. And our photon torpedoes are ready to go. More phasers. Just continue to weaken that rear shield, and I think we've got a good angle to come in with a photon torpedo strike as we come around. Oh yes, this is going to be a lovely strike. Right in the spot that I wanted as well. And our shields, wow, I'm actually kind of surprised that we took that. We took that Alpha Strike at point blank range, and he wasn't able to cut through. So we will pull away now, build some distance in, because we've dealt a pretty nice amount of damage to him. Phasers are about to come back online, although it looks like the Orion looks like he wants to start getting into a fight. Oh crap, didn't realize that. He's packing triple Gs. Full powered engines. Let's move. Let's get some distance, because he's going to engage the person who he feels he has the best shot at going for, and distance does play into that. So we'll let that photon or that plasma torpedo burn out. Okay, stop going maximum speed. We don't need to anymore. Come back around. By the time that gets to me, it should burn out. Yeah, it burned out. Okay. So we've got a photon torpedo ready to go, unfortunately. Not multiple. But I do have a nice juicy shot right there, which I'm tempted to take. I need a little bit more speed to get around in front of you to get that shot on your weak shield. Or rather, your non-existent shield. And he's turning into it. Photon torpedo missed. Phaser's got a nice easy shot in, and we're going to break away to reduce the amount of damage he can do to us on a return pass. Our entire starboard side photon torpedo is ready to go now. Okay, blocking most of that. And I think we can come back in now. I'm out of missiles. I mean, I could start using my last scatterback, because I think I got one. That's gonna be unfortunate, but we're through it. Okay, pull away, because he's gonna probably shoot at him. He still has his shuttle base, so he can defend himself. Firing plasma torpedoes at a fleeing ship or firing fusion cannon beyond the maximum range. So there can be reasons to fire a plasma torpedo at someone running away. There's never a reason to fire a plasma torpedo at maximum range. Anytime anybody does that, it was a mistake, hands down. And I've done it before. I mean, I've made that mistake of shooting it beyond a range of 2. But yep, looks like they're getting involved with each other. I am more than willing to give him the credit for the kill on this. I will just stay at range, let my shields regenerate using that wonderful Federation double shield recharge rate. And you can hang out and enjoy your little fight over there. He might try and get his disruptors involved on me, but I'm perfectly happy to just extend. Are my point defense systems out? Because it looks like it may just be a graphical glitch. Probably is. So pull some distance, let all the weapon systems recharge and rearm. We can sit back, relax, take a drink, have a good time. The pirates will pick him apart. And maybe he will actually shoot back enough at the pirate to break the pirate, so that when we actually get back involved in that fight, we won't have to worry about much. Although we could go for another capture. How many Marines he got left? He's got 10? What do you say? Did we go for another capture and another C5? We've captured 1 already. And then you've got 11 people on board, but I could probably break you pretty quick. I mean, you do have a plasma torpedo, which is not quite a lot of fun. You don't want to engage that all that much, but... Okay, one was holding the other, but that's not a big deal. I think we're going to go rid of him. Take it. Alright, let's get over here and knock this guy away from him. So a DWXP. He is an X-type destroyer, technically. He's got 2 G-type plasma torpedoes, which I'm surprised he hasn't used. We'll get a good angle on him, we'll dump into his stern, and then we'll fire, or then we'll try and get some Marines off on him. Your speed is down to 1.6, so you probably... Yeah, you're almost dead. Extra bit of prestige. Yep, a little bit. Oh, he's cloaking. Well, that's unfortunate. Paliard? Is that even a real name? Okay, so weapon system disabling. And what range are we at? 3.6? Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to go too far ahead of this, because that might happen. Weapon systems kill. Open fire. Ooh. That looked like it hurt a lot. Marines, break. Break this. Break this. Point defense system, protect me. More speed, because he's about to have G-type plasma torpedoes, and I don't want to have to deal with him. Unfortunately, the only phaser I've got is my starboard side. As my starboard side one, and that does not shoot backwards. Okay, we got him. Okay, lovely. So that's been taken out. He's basically neutered at this point, so now I can just take my time. My nice, sweet time. Okay, weapon screws. Only break, don't kill. 38 damage, it's not a huge amount, but we'll bring more onto target. Keep firing the phasers, keep firing the phasers, and keep firing the phasers. Point defense system keeps us protected, as it should. He's down to 5 Marines, and we've got 5 transporters. All stop. One more phaser salvo, and I'll have him down to a place where I can beam Marines over. I wish I had used photon torpedoes on this, but hey, that'll be fine. If you break him, if you destroy him, I'm going to be very angry, so you go away. You spend time somewhere else. Because I don't want to have to deal with that. 3, he's down. Marines. Marines. Thank you. Keep the bow away. Keep the bow away. Okay, turn into him now. Lovely. And you're about to get the same exact treatment. I don't know if you understand this. Photon torpedoes. I take it back, you're not going to get the same treatment. I didn't quite expect them to kill you. Perhaps I should have. 6 times 8 is 56? No. It's 48. Yeah? No? Don't care. So, a little bit too much damage for what he could handle, but hey, that wasn't the main prize. The main prize was, of course, the Invincible, which has not quite lived up to its name. I didn't quite think that they would destroy him. It's only 6 photon torpedoes. Not exactly the universe-ending. Yeah, C-48. Don't you fire your missiles at me. 1, you can't get through my point defense system, and 2, your ship is about to be under new management. Stop being a jerk. The fact that he's not firing phasers really does speak to how little power he's got left. And he's putting that power into a disruptor.
Bridge taken.
Thank you. Come again. Alright, so we've managed to capture another Klingon C5 Dreadnought. That makes 2 today. At some point we should do a capture run. I don't know how I'd do it because I would have to start in a commando frigate, but it'd be an interesting thing to try. Yeah, an additional more than 100 because 394 would not be the normal amount. Empire defense is down to 55. Keep the pressure going. We didn't suffer any major penetrations. Planetary assault. We couldn't run from it forever. It had to happen eventually. And maybe by the time we get back, we'll be able to sell our ship for a battleship. Okay, Dreadnought. That's not great. There's a C8 VK and a PL10, so not a defended one, and we're being escorted by the Dependable, which is a OS or a QS. It's not really clear, but we'll figure it out. That's what she said? What? I did not realize she was capturing multiple C5 Dreadnoughts. Just no point to bother with any of these. So really, we're just going to prep the scatter pack and we'll get the rest of the systems ongoing. Photon torpedoes set to overload because we're going to get it nice and tight and we're going to have some fun with them. And get our defensive systems going as 4 and 2 and additional forward shield reinforcements. There we go. I see. Alright, so CV8. Oh, you are a carrier. That's going to be unfortunate. That's going to be truly unfortunate. And you've got a buddy who is... Oh, God. He's a C10. It started to be cursed in the... I should hope so. I've destroyed the Klingons 3 times. Wait, 3 times or 2 times? 2 times? I think only twice, actually. We've destroyed the Klingon Empire twice. Once as Federation, once as Hydrons. Eventually, there will be a Marak versus Klingon campaign, and that's just going to be ugly as all hell. Alright, so I'm not quite certain what we're going to do here, because that's a C10. It's not a B10, but you're getting close there.
Scatter pack standing by.
I didn't pay attention to what your ship systems were. That's unfortunate. Okay. Now here's the rule. We have to fire outside of a range of 2.5. Because if we get within a range of 2.5, we start suffering splashback damage of 25%. We're overloading our photon torpedoes, so each photon torpedo is needing 16. So 16 times 6 is 136. Divided by 4 is... do I really want to do this math on camera? I really don't. Let's see, divided by 4 is... Cut that in 2... 34? I think? That seems right. Okay, let's see if we can't deal with them. And we don't want to take 34 damage on our phone. Do I intend to do a long campaign and conquer the whole map? No. I have no intention of doing that. Mainly because you run out of time. I mean, I suppose after I could go in and I could edit the I could go in and I could edit the time scale, and so it takes longer to travel through the tech tree and campaign, and then I could do it. But right now I don't intend to. But we could, just not in this campaign because I didn't know the time scale. Makes the plasma arm on the Federation Fire Support Cruiser. The only one that I can think of that is called the Federation Fire Support Cruiser was a Federation heavy cruiser that had 4 photon torpedoes that fired out to the right side of the ship. Fire everything! Okay, we got a little bit too close, but that's okay. I don't think I prepped... Oh, I did prep a scatterback. So, we need to let him go, because I don't want to be anywhere near this incoming C-10. So, point defense systems, please engage and protect us. He's holding on to all 6 of them. These carriers are nuts. So, let's pull away. And we actually need to start really defending ourselves a little bit better. Give me another scatter pack, please. I probably don't need scatter pack since basically my missile launchers fire a scatter pack every time they open fire. And I can't control any more missiles than what I can get. So doing a speed of 14x protects us. I think he's getting gutted by fighters, which is a bit ironic considering he's Hydran. So we've got phasers ready to go. I don't want to fire missiles at him just now. I need to wait until his whatchamacallit, his tractor beam has been dealt with. At least he doesn't have any point defense systems, so once I deal with that, I can really get some work done on him. Get a little bit closer. Hey, Marines, if we wanted to steal them, it wouldn't be that hard. Okay, break down some more shields. We're gonna play the long game a little bit here. I can show him my weaker shields because I think I can get away with it. Okay, that worked. Hit and run. I got photon torpedoes ready to go, but I need to turn into him, and unfortunately that means exposing some very ungood shields at the moment. The fusion tickle. Trying to make them laugh to death. Okay, we're about to come in with a full weapons load. Scatter pack is ready to go. We're not going to prep anymore. We're done with scatter packs at this point. So let him bounce his fire off the forward shield. That'll work. So is there some other Federation fire support cruiser that I don't know about? Wait, no, I think you were telling, like, there was, like, super heavy photon torpedoes you said the one time? Okay, point defense system ought to be able to keep them away from me. Okay, photon torpedoes are set, ready to go. They are firing in normal mode, by the way, so nothing too crazy. Okay, most of that shield is gone. And then phasers for the follow-up. Okay, we've dealt with basically all of his defense. So, Marines, I need you to kill that. And phasers. Oh, come on, get that shield done. Bring in the AF phaser. So the Marines, they did not appear to accomplish it. Let's find out. Do you still have all of your point defense system? Oh, port side shields are down. Not great. And he still can hold on to all of them, so that clearly did not work. Put that on hold. Okay, we did a pretty decent number on his back. And we're going to plow the mine. I'm not super thrilled about the idea, but I've got to do it. Don't have a phaser available yet. My port side triple phaser can't work. Fire support cruiser LP Plus has 8 photon torpedo tubes on the port. It's the port side, okay. I seem to remember that from vanilla, but maybe not. Photon torpedoes are about to be ready. Capture target is a 10. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was really dumb on my part. Oh no! No, I was gonna capture the ship. Hydrants, can you go away, please? I want to steal it. I promise to invite you to my birthday party. Okay, more Marines on board. Maybe the fighters... I think the fighters are going away. Come on. Okay, we got it. Time to get on that C-10. Which part do I currently have available? A little bit, actually. Let's sap from the ECM budget for now. Okay, we've got a... Yeah, the hydrogen's being too helpful for once. Alright, so now we can go in here. Oh, the dependable probably is not going to last much longer. I mean, he's trying, but there's not much left of him. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, gosh darn it. No. I did do that, didn't I? God. Why did nobody point that out to me? Oh, that sucks. Yup, no Marines. Okay, okay, here's we can do something about this actually. I don't know if this works, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Alright, come back in. Weapons fire. Half mode. Yes. So, I don't know if this works. I don't know if you can do this, but I'm gonna try. Oh god. He just became the most important thing on this map. Yes, this is Planetary Assault. When Terror Season 2 was Revenge for the Hydras' poor performance in Season 1. Yes, it was. Okay, so I'm not gonna shoot at it. He's still got 3 Marines. He's no Marines. Okay. Okay. I don't know if we can do this, but what I'm gonna try and do is after we capture it, is to beam his Marines back onto our ship. In order for that to happen, he's gotta live. So, I've gotta go kill this Dreadnought. Wish me luck. Oh god. Oh, because heavy weapons are still offline. Heavy weapons are back online. Let's play. Let's see if we can't cause him to not shoot at my C8. So, I don't know if this works. I've never tried this before, but we need our Marines back, gosh darn it. And if not, then I need to keep him alive so he can beam all of his Marines down to the planet. This may be one of the most interesting battles we've ever actually fought. Oh, lucky for us, he doesn't have a whole heck of a lot in the way of defenses. Lovely. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We are at point blank range. We're about to take a whole heck of a lot of damage to ourselves. Okay, tractor defense managed to save us, and we did 81 damage to him. That's a great way to open this. Also took out his forward shield, so there's that going for us. We need to get moving before he whittles down all of my shields, because I can't afford to take too much damage on this one. Okay, lost a shield so far. May have to drag him to the planet with the tractor. I may... Hopefully I've got enough spare parts I can fix him. So that's kind of the hope there. But again, he's got to not die. Oh, by the way, we're carrying a whole bunch of missiles with us. Okay. Dump that, because he doesn't have a point defense system anymore. As long as he doesn't shoot it, we're good. Come on, pop, 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 pop. There we go. Okay, popped. Lost a phase of 3, fixed a phase of 3. So we're going to come around. Photon torpedoes are almost ready, and he's at a good range for this one. He can't grab them all. He's lost that. Okay. Not... Okay, we're still in photon torpedo range. Starting to close distance. Fix that engine. Photon torpedoes, come on. Give me 2 distance of 5. That's another jump range. Fire. Not great. Phasers.
Their systems are online.
I need more than several to be offline. I need them all to be offline. Okay. Light phaser fire from the phase of 3. We're on top of each other, but our point defense system should be able to have this handled.
They're almost crippled.
They're not crippled yet. That's my problem here. I need them to not be here anymore. We are too close to them, but this is working out okay. I'm not going to repair anymore in case we can use it. Ooh, that was my bad. That was very much my bad. That did not have to did not have to happen that way. Okay, you're almost dead. Hi, buddy. Don't get too close to this. He is our bestest friend now. With his 3 Marines. Okay, shields are okay. Come on, bring the forward shield around. Bring the forward shield around. It's got all of my weapons left. Okay, I think we got him. Maybe, potentially. Whether or not we've got the planet, that's a whole nother ballgame. Phasers over. Okay, he's been destroyed. Here comes the question. Let's get in nice and close to the crusher to see what happens. Now, luckily for us, it is a PL, so it won't be hard to break. But I want to see if I can... what I can do about the crusher here. Let's increase the speed time. Okay, so here's my plan. Eye crusher. I need to get within transporter range of you. Good. Now all stop. Green alert. Slow down the speed of time, so I've got some time to enact my plan.
Red alert.
Okay, slow down speed of time to maximum. Target you. Target you. All Marines go. Yes, it worked. It worked.
Red alert.
Okay, this worked. Show me my Marines. I've got 5 Marines. Alrighty then. Okay, you can drop formation. Thank you, Crusher. You were very helpful. Alright, we've saved this.
Red alert.
We've saved this playthrough. Well, this particular mission. Okay, fix that, fix that, fix that. Maximum speed of time now. Is that Dr. Crusher? No, that's the Starship Crusher. Alright, let's head back to this planet here and let's get some stuff done.
Repairing warp
We've got a
engines.
lot to break. Got an entire planet to crush. It's gonna take us a little while to get there. I need electronic warfare to maximum electronic countermeasures. I need the forward shield to be the only thing that you bother ever reinforcing with all your additional power. And then I need to see how much power I've got in general. And we'll just sap that to get on top of the planet quickly. And I can actually make a speed of 31 with all weapons charged. That's quite nice. Photon torpedoes, proximity. We're going to blast our way in. There's no reason not to, really. I mean, it will slow us down a little bit, but not tremendously so, I don't think. Actually, no, we're not capable of going maximum speed. We are capped at 30.66. Well, that's not fair. Well, in that case, photon torpedoes normal. We're just going to go right in on them. Start to slow down so that we don't hit the planet. Hitting planets is bad. Unless you're shooting them, in which case hitting planets is great. So let's speed time. Just so I can time this a little bit. Okay, backup speed. 7. So the only rule is we can't get within a range of 3. Actually, we probably could tank all of that, but just want to make sure that we get nice and close to him. 4. And we can actually get within... Oh, that's fine. No, we can get within 4. It's 2.99, which is the maximum range of phaser 3s. Well, in this game. That's not what their vanilla range is, but they changed it to that to make sure that the AI would actually use them properly. All stop, all weapons. 86 damage, that's our alpha. That is not tremendous, if I'm completely honest with you. Go overload the photon torpedoes. And just keep bombarding. How many Marines you got left? 17. This could take a little while. So yeah, that worked out really well. We were actually able to get our Marines back, which it was very helpful. Otherwise, things would have been quite bad. Okay, we're going to wait just to see how much alpha we can really put out if we just throw everything at a planet. So it was, what, 80-something? 140 is the biggest alpha that we are capable of hurling at people. Which, yeah, that's not great. The Romulan King Condor can put out 200 damage on plasma torpedoes alone. The Marak battleship can put out a heck of a lot more than that with missiles. It's not the biggest salvo that you can get. There we go. All our Marines go. So we do have to go home now because we no longer have enough Marines to capture planets. And maybe on our way home we'll run into a battleship. That'll be great. Over 300. Let's see, it has 12 missile launchers. Each missile launcher does 48 damage. I didn't want to do math last time. Screw it, I'm using a calculator for this one. Oh, we crashed. Oh, we didn't, okay. That is 576 damage that the Marak can do through missiles alone. So, 615 plus 75. Tiles down to 50. Let's pop back home. Hello, supplies. I've got 99 damage, but do you have a BBX? Just out of curiosity. Got a BBV, which I don't really care about. Got a C capital X, so we are starting to get there. DD plus. That is if they all hit. I mean, there's no guarantees there. Oh, when does the BBX come out? It's still not out. When does the XCA come out? That's the other question. Really? None of the X-type ships are... We've got one of the capital X prototypes, but we have none of the X-type refits. Like here is the Federation CX. It's equipped with 4 photon torpedoes and 12 phaser X's, and that's its only real change. Alright, supplies, patch the ship up. It's probably going to cost north of 10,000 though. in order to get ourselves into the BBX. So we don't quite have the cash for it anyway. BBX is after 3,000? Really? Oh, we've got 8 years to play before that. We're going to run into that. So that's going to take a little while to actually happen. Get ourselves fully restocked on everything. And there we go. Set back out into space and bombard a planet. Hey, it's another planetary assault. But this time we brought a ton of Marines so we can grab every single ship out there.
Battle stations.
Okay, we're staring down another dreadnought. It is a C8KR. It's not a V refit, so I'm not quite sure what that means we're looking at. We're about to find out, though. Let's go full defenses. Actually, not that, but that. And this. Force and this to overload. This, we want to set additional missiles ready. Yeah, if it's after 3,000, we've got 8 years to wait. If not, then, well, it'll be sooner than that. Probe. Are there hidden Klingons? By the way, what kind of planet is this? PL-13. Okay, so there are no hidden Klingons. It's just us versus a C8KR, which hopefully we'll be able to capture, just for the additional prestige. He's got a single point defense system, and then 6 missiles. He's not quite on our level. He's definitely a step below us. Each year is 5 minutes, so not that long a wait. I don't think it counts in game time. So, let's just trundle right on him. More speed. Give me all the speed. Photon torpedoes are fully charged. We've got a lot of firepower and rate at our disposal to play. Let's increase the speed time as long as we're doing this slow plodding heading towards him. Although it's not that slow. A speed of 16 is not that bad. Each year is 10 minutes. Yeah, if we want to play for 80 minutes. Alrighty, it's time to have some fun with you. First of all, missiles, because that will grant me the response I desire, I believe. Let's see, and he's crash stopping, so fire everything. Oh, we got him right before he was able to do it. During the crash stop. Beautiful. Okay, photon torpedoes back to normal mode. Free up all of that power. Oh wait, no. He still had his scatter pack system online. That's unfortunate. That's a bit of a waste. 120 damage right through his forward shield. That worked out perfectly. So he hit the crash stop. He had to get his speed down to 0 before it would deploy the shuttle. And then we just nailed them because we got right within range. Every single one of those photon torpedoes hit too. Which, that's no guarantee, because overload photon torpedoes are less accurate. A range of, what it was, a 4 was a 67% chance. And we nailed it every single shot. Phasers down the throat.
Taking hull damage.
And pop some missiles on him. He doesn't have a wild weasel anymore, and his point defense system is not damaged in any way.
Scatter pack shuttle ready.
Apparently it is. Okay.
Moderate damage.
Ooh. That did not look like it was healthy for him. How many Marines has he got left? 10. He's down to a speed of 5? He's starting to bring it back up. Okay. We're going to focus on him with... it's a photon torpedo shot. I really want to take it, but it'll probably kill him. Alright. Weapon systems. Attack half. Well, his shield is in the way now. Photon torpedoes, attack full. Phasers. Attack half. Just to keep him a little bit protected. Because I do want to steal this ship. That's why we're here at this point. Okay, 54 more damage on through. How many Marines you got left? You got 7? We're working on it. We'll take away all your Marines very shortly. We've been capturing a lot of Klingon dreadnoughts at this point. But it's too good of an opportunity not to take. Let's see if I can't get our stern away from him so he doesn't break that shield. Because I very much would like to keep that shield. Down to a speed of 0.3. Oh, he's having a bad day. About to have a bad week. In a Federation prison camp. Come on, more over-the-shoulder shots. Down to 3. We'll get him down to 2, and then we'll send over our Marines. Because I think we got him. So we're right over the top. Send the Marines. You're mine. Okay, onward to the planet. And the ship is pretty badly brutalized. I mean, there's not a whole heck of a lot left on it. Photon torpedoes to overload mode, please. Alright, so that's a full-on Klingon C8. Again, I think the C8s are still sort of classified in the semi-light dreadnought category. I think we're much more equivalent to a C10. Lovely. How much damage is on him? Yeah, we broke most of that ship to make that happen, but hey, it worked. And also, we can pull him out of formation for now. He doesn't have to try and join us on our adventure to try and smash the planet itself. How much power do I currently have? There we go. Power, maximum electronic countermeasure, because we don't need any defenses anymore. We are completely offensive at this point. Start to slow down so we don't smash into the planet. Well, reading the blue numbers on the green planet is not exactly easy. So I'm relying on the display down over here to actually tell me the range, but that updates much more slowly, which can be a little bit concerning when you're driving towards a planet. 5, right there. Get a little bit closer. Almost there. I'll stop. Perfect. Okay, all of them. So let's see how many Marines he's got left out of that. Still got 20. Oh, that's because I'm still firing phasers only. Break the planet. Oh, he was actually managed to hold on to those missiles. How did he handle that one? Well, he lost 5 Marine teams in the first salvos alone. And then we'll fire just these. Actually, no, we can fire all of our missiles at this point. He has no defense. Marines, another planet. Looks like we didn't have to drop our shields in order to beam those Marines over. That's an interesting thing. Alrighty, so another dreadnought captured, another planetary assault successful. That'll bring it down to 40, 45-ish. So we're getting work done on this tile for sure. It's gonna take a little while to actually take it because, you know, Klingon morale and all that. But eventually another planet will fall to our bombardment. And bombardment's got a lot easier now that we moved up to a dreadnought. Heavy cruisers weren't exactly doing it for me in terms of actually conquering planets, nor battle cruisers. They don't do a very good job. 617 or 15 plus the 75. Empire defense is down to 45. I think we're in good shape to just continue. More bombardment. Planetary assault over, shipyard assault. Hello, Ziran. Welcome to the stream. It's almost over, actually. We will be ending in another 13 minutes or so.
Battle stations.
Battle stations. We're being escorted by the Palace, another Hydrogen battleship, against a DXD. Really? That's all you can bring? I shouldn't complain. I should not complain. Photon torpedoes to full power. Forward shield to maximum as well. And let's make sure that we don't forget our electronic countermeasures so we can have everything set up properly. We need to make sure that we can actually charge all of our photon torpedoes because photon torpedoes are massive power hogs in overload mode. Set a probe, see if... Oh, he is not alone. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Just a normal DX and the DXD. So you are a drone cruiser, so getting in close to you is actually a bit of a mistake. Probably shouldn't bother doing it. Although if the Palace wants to go ahead of me, I'm not going to complain. I will in fact attempt to get the Palace ahead of me so that the Palace takes the incoming fire rather than us. Lob a couple of missiles his way. I'm not going to bother with the scatter pack this time. So are you going to respond to that? Yeah, he's definitely a drone cruiser. Able to shoot down pretty much all of those missiles. He's got fighters coming in. The fighters will open fire the moment that they get an opportunity. Wow. He's just burning them down. That's what I was waiting for. Please don't do that. I'm trying to kill him. Shut this off and this off. Good job. Follow up. Photon torpedoes to normal mode. We don't need them overloaded at this point. Okay, Ziran. See ya. So we'll pop a couple of missiles on top of him. He should be able to handle it. Oh, nope, he's going to also Wild Weasel him. That is unfortunate for him. 6 ADDs. That is a lot of anti-missile defense then. This guy, not nearly so much. I think he's only got 2. I'm just going to sit here, recycle the cannons, pop some more missiles on him. He was able to handle all of them. Our point defense system is even better. Photon torpedoes, please.
Pass their shields.
Pick up the pace and slow down the speed of time because now we're in an actual battle. I know we have been basically bullying him and making it so he
Port shield
Oh,
down.
wow. That's pretty impressive, actually. He was able to focus down the entirety of one of my shields. Let's get this shield away from him because I don't feel like dying. Well, he won't kill... Well, he could actually kill me. With enough repeated exposure to heavy weapons fire, you will die. Port side.
Badly damaged.
More long-range fire from him. Fix the phaser, fix the photon torpedo because I got to bombard a planet, and then fix that. And we'll probably head back home. Come on, nice and gentle. Keep bringing it around. More speed. You have more speed than you, I know you do. Well, this will be our last salvo of missiles. Although, it doesn't look like he's got any defenses for it. So this will go right in and into him. And that'll kill him. Lovely. Another undefended planet.
Probe away.
So it looks like the Klingons did not spend a whole heck of a lot of time protecting themselves. Well, that's because we focused everything else on him. Although he still didn't he? Yeah, he still brake turned for it. He didn't need to, but he did. The AI does that quite a lot, actually. Fix that as well, just to make sure that it's fixed. And I'm not going to bother fixing the phaser mount because that just means it's dented, but it doesn't actually affect how well it operates. Yeah, Klingon ships start going crazy with the number of fighter or anti-missile defense systems, and you can partially blame these guys over here. You know, they did a pretty good job of terrifying the Klingons and actually preparing every single one of their defenses. Overload the photon torpedoes because we're going to be shooting at a planet. It's kind of hard to miss a planet. We don't, again, want to smash into the planet, as that would be rather awkward. Trying to explain that to the Admiral who gave you her ship. Getting in a little bit closer. We can afford to be slightly closer on this one. 4. And then pull right on to about...
All stop.
there. I think we're in range. Fire.
Moderate damage.
Let's remove his ability to shoot back at us. This is one of the instances where you can outgun them pretty significantly.
Have them.
How many Marines they got left? 10? Yeah, we're working on it. We will whittle them down in the end. Federation dreadnoughts are pretty decent. Not amazing, but decent. That describes most of Federation kit. It's not amazing, but it's decent. Although, you know, if you took 2 photon torpedoes off the XCF and turned them into heavies, that would probably be pretty amazing. Alright, the entirety of the Klingon garrison has been eliminated. We are just going around and securing super important sites all over the planet that will no doubt guarantee that it will be ours. Lovely. Alrighty. So another successful planetary assault in the book. And how much are you going to reward me for it? We didn't capture a... Yeah, we lost about 300-ish for not capturing the ship. Our defense is down to 40. We're going to go home. A little bit of repair work needs to go on. Also, it's 2293, and I doubt that the BBVXs are out yet. Really, we're not going for that. We're going for the BBX. I want the firepower. I think the increase in firepower that you get from the BBX compared to the BBVX is significant enough to warrant going for the lack of fighters. Especially against the Klingons, because the Klingons... We're going to start seeing more and more ships with that kind of anti-missile defense loadout. And you're just not going to get through that with 16 fighters. I mean, you might get one pass, but then you're going to probably lose a pretty decent number of them. And at that point, was it really worth it? Because now you've got to replace all those fighters, and those fighters are going to be stupid expensive. So, let's go on. This will probably be the last battle of the night. We've only got about 7 minutes. Oh, this is a patrol. Never mind, I thought this was a planetary assault. Being escorted today by the Vega. We recently sold a ship called the Vega, except it was a battlecruiser, not a freighter. So, yeah, looks like somebody screwed up pretty badly. In my old ship, no less. Let's get the forward shield reinforced, and all additional systems are fully engaged and prepared for war. Yep, there he is. Oh, he's an alphabet soup. Poor little guy. Are you all on your own? Yeah, you're all on your own. Do I need overloaded photon torpedoes? No. No, I do not. In fact, I won't even need the missile launchers. Of that I have quite high confidence. Shut those off. And we're just going to dive on top of him, nail him with all the heavy weapons that we've got, and fly away as if nothing happened. He does have a couple of fighters that he can deploy, but that's really not going to help him all that much. You can waddle all you want back and forth, but eventually you're going to have to get within range of my cannons. The merciless. You focused all your firepower to trying to destroy a armored freighter. Okay, keep the turn coming. Don't lose him. Get in nice and close with him. And... Huh, we didn't kill him in one salvo. Is he almost dead in one salvo? No, he's even traveling at a speed of, well, 11.9 now. Photon torpedoes back down to... Oh, were my photon torpedoes not overloaded? Did I miss that? Oh well. You know what? Because of that, you get all of this. Oh wait, you of course still had your shuttle left. My bad. Well, that'll be fine. We'll turn away from you and we'll give you my port and starboard side phasers. And that should go right down that open shield. So take aim. There we go. This game is fun, but do they have multiplayer? They do. You have to do a couple of things in order to actually get it to work properly, but it does. You can play on multiplayer. The Hot and Spicy Forum has more information on that. At some point, I will be playing this multiplayer just with a couple of people, some friends, in order to see how it works out. But it should be pretty entertaining. There's a lot of strategies and tactics that we use in this game that really only work because we can abuse the heck out of the AI. I mean, it's not all AI abuse, but there is a significant amount of that. I mean, the entire Marat campaign versus the Romulans was total AI abuse. Hey, look, we kept the Vega alive. That worked out quite nicely. Alright, that'll put the Empire defense down to 40? Yeah, I think so. And so, it's not in capture range yet, but we are going to continue to knock this tile down. And once we get it down to zip, then we get to steal it. Empire defense, no, it's down to 35. Not bad. Pop over here, since we probably have another 6 years before the BBXs come out. I'll take being ambushed over having to run an asteroid base assault. Just because the asteroid base assault is pretty boring.
Red alert.
Hey, we've been ambushed. It's a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. Okay. I think it made a mistake, but... Alright, let's not get too cocky. Let's prepare as if there's an actual war about to be waged here. Let's prepare to defend ourselves in all manner. Who's closer to us? You by a pretty considerable margin. One of you is a plasma boat, I'm almost positive. We'll start our turn now, just in case. But we're going to be ready in case anything ends up actually happening that's too crazy on this one. So probe, photon torpedoes to... If you are not a plasma boat, I'm going to overload and I'm going to charge you down. If you are, then I'm not going to overload and I'm going to charge your buddy down. Let's find out. You're a torpedo boat. Crap. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to overload the photon torpedoes anyway. That's probably what I got. Oh, quite a bit. Sap all that. Steal all of that power. In fact, steal most of that electronic countermeasure power. Because we're going to dive on top of him. And this shouldn't be all that difficult to do. So he's got plasma torpedoes that we got to worry about. He, maybe. It's not... We can't really tell yet, but we're about to find out. Oh wow, you're both packing plasma. That's levels of unfortunate.
Scatter pack standing by. Okay,
so I got a Wild Weasel and a Scatter Pack. Let's make him reconsider his life choices. So this got a fighter. That's not cool. So he's gonna fire his plasma torpedoes shortly. I could just run from this battle and that's considered a success, because the only goal is to break out of the ambush. But I do kind of want to break him. Point defense system, please engage. Thank you. Now you've got a D... Yeah, you got multiple D types. So he's got 60 damage right there. He's got... what was it? 2 Fs? Pull away, pull away, pull away. We got too close to that. Oh crap, this is gonna hurt a lot. Well, there is now exactly 0 reason for me to avoid coming in nice and close to you. I hope you understand what it is you just did. First of all, we're over with that. Yes, you have 2 D-type plasma torpedoes, but you know what? It's going to distract you. And second of all, if I can bring the bow around enough, come on. I don't think I've got that angle. Oh, a little bit more, a little bit more. Give me photon torpedoes. Oh, they were there.
Laser shield.
We opened ourselves up to do it, but he was there. The reward for this mission is 500 and something prestige if we kill everybody. So I'm kind of vested in doing it. Okay, power. Let's get away from him. Dude, that's beyond even the effective range of that, even if I weren't moving towards you. Or rather, away from him. Missiles. Have him play with them. Some of this. Yeah, but I think you're going to get confused by it anyway. No, actually you did not crash stop. Interesting. So he still has this S-type plasma torpedo as far as I know. So he's going to probably lob that at me sometime very shortly. So phasers are prepped and ready to go. I just got to avoid showing him my stern or my port side. There it goes, okay. And I'm going to do it. Yes, the sacrifices all of our initiative, but... I'm going to switch this around to the back real quick. Then it'll be fine. But the more important thing is the fact that he doesn't have anything left. And from point-blank range, your D-types are half as effective. And I can break through most of your defenses right now. So, especially as you pass back along, that'll give you even more phases that I can shove in your face. Oh, you cloak. Oh, you little... Ugh. There are several things that I do not like about you right now. Most importantly being that stupid cloaking device. Now the rule is we can't capture him, because if we do that for some reason or another, it decides that we need to pay out the massive fine of prestige, which is not cool. Oh, he's coming out of cloak. Okay, lovely. Starboard side photon torpedoes are ready to go. Okay, missiles, and done with that. Got you. You don't have any any plasma torpedoes anymore. Well, he still has his S, but we're working on it. But the 2 plasma torpedoes he was about to have, he does not. How much? 66. Yeah, that's not a chance I'm willing to take. A 66% chance to turn a dreadnought, and the reward is, if you fail, I believe it's 3 turns of your engines shut down, which is just not a good thing. Come on, you can do it. Get the angle on. Alrighty, so we've killed basically everything. And yes, I hurt myself in order to do that, mainly because I knew we were going home after this battle anyway, so it really doesn't matter. And we are going to get paid pretty nicely for this one. Escaping the ambush mission is a hugely rewarding one. 550 prestige for getting out of there. And the tile comes back to us. Hi, shipyard, just to quickly check through. Nope, still just the BBVs. Alright, we're going to patch you up. 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 a couple of times. Shuttle, a couple of missiles, and some spare parts. Surprised it only cost us 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 in order to actually fully fix up the rest of the ship. And there we go. Alright, that's going to do it for today's stream. We streamed for about 2 hours. We made some more progress on the southern end of the Klingon Empire. We cleaned up down over here and really turned the screws in on the planet of 812. We should be able to take that pretty easily in the next episode. But yeah, we are also celebrating our 2nd year anniversary all of this week. We're putting out 2 videos a day instead of 1 video a day. We've been putting out a Battletech video at 12 noon EST and a Starfleet command at 5 o'clock EST. That will continue until Friday, which will be the culmination of our celebration. Glad you could all be here to join us with this one. Starfleet command is a game that is very near and dear to my heart, and I always love sharing it with people. Anyway, I've been Turek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.